Start your day off right. Wake up with Dave and Tom on Good Morning Erie every weekday starting at 5 a.m. 24 Your Weather Authority. This is your forecast first.
Snow is done for now, and we've had some filtered sun, but right now we're overcast here in downtown Erie, and we're looking at a little filtered sun through the afternoon, maybe a few flurries later on the day. It's cold out there, 21 degrees, and your forecast first is calling for temperatures to stay in the lower 20s. A few light snow showers possible later in the afternoon into the evening. Rest of the forecast after your headlines. Jet 24 Action News starts now.
From your news leader.
Coming up, the second impeachment trial against President Trump is about to get underway. We'll take you there when that happens. Plus, we're going to tell you how local lawmakers are doubling down on ways to better the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. And some monetary relief for small businesses affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. We'll show you how much is being handed out.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. The impeachment trial for President Trump will get underway soon. Now, we are expecting a special report from ABC. If that occurs during this newscast, we will be streaming the newscast live on YourErie.com, and we will take that hearing live on this station. Well, in the meantime, history made in Washington this week, marking the first time a president has faced an impeachment trial after leaving office. Donald Trump facing one count of incitement of insurrection after the January 6th siege on the Capitol. That trial kicking off with arguments from both sides over whether it's even constitutional to try a former president. ABC's Andrew Dimbert is on Capitol Hill with our story.
The Senate chamber under siege a month ago, now a courtroom. Senators reliving the Capitol attack on the first day of former President Donald Trump's second impeachment trial. House impeachment managers using searing images from the January 6th attack to lay claim that Trump incited the deadly insurrection, using his own words to plead their case.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Lead Democratic prosecutor Jamie Raskin recounting how his family was with him that day at the Capitol, his emotions weighing heavy as he recalled what his daughter said to him.
She said, "Dad, I don't want to come back to the Capitol."
Day one for this unprecedented trial was meant to focus on the constitutionality of the trial itself, with Democrats arguing Trump can still be impeached even though he's no longer in the Oval Office. But Trump's lead defense attorney, Bruce Castor, spent most of his time on the floor sauntering through arguments that weren't clearly related to those constitutional questions.
United States senators are patriots first. They love their country. They love their families.
Even Republican Senators Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski say they were confused.
I was perplexed by the first attorney who did not seem to make any arguments at all.
And sources tell ABC News Trump was not pleased with the performance of his defense team. Trump's other attorney, David Schoen, getting things back on track, trying to assert since Trump was removed from office by the will of the American voters, Democrats have no case.
For a great many Americans see this process for exactly what it is: a chance by a group of partisan politicians seeking to eliminate Donald Trump from the American political scene.
Had senators voting to move ahead with the trial, with 6 Republicans siding with Democrats that the trial is constitutional even if Trump is no longer in office. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
And again, when ABC cuts to those hearings, we will turn to ABC for live hearings. Well, today the Erie County Health Department reporting one of the lowest daily case counts for COVID-19 in months. The county reporting 23 new cases, with the total now reaching 16,220. In Crawford County, officials are reporting 32 additional cases. Warren County is up 14. In Chautauqua and Ashtabula counties, they've yet to report today's numbers, but across the Commonwealth, the State Department of Health reporting 3,378 new cases, bringing the cumulative number now to over 880,000. Local lawmakers are doubling down on ways to better the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Pennsylvania lawmakers, including Representative Bob Mursky, say the State Department of Health needs to improve the COVID-19 vaccine plan. The Democrats say there needs to be greater accountability and consistency across the state levels because of the limited vaccine supplies. Representative Mirsky adding that the current rollout leaves thousands that are eligible waiting for a vaccine.
There's no accountability to the vaccine providers to follow the CDC guidelines. So, for example, we have people jumping the line. Folks who are in 1B are getting vaccinated because the provider just decided that's what they're going to do.
Well, it appears that help is on the way for local bars and restaurants hit hard by COVID-19 restrictions. The Wolf administration announcing $145 million in hospital relief funding that will go to all of Pennsylvania's 67 counties. The funding is aimed at small businesses of less than 300 employees with a net worth under $15 billion. Those businesses can apply for up to $50,000, although any eligible business can apply priority and would be given to those who have not received public subsidy before, it was closed to the COVID restrictions, or can show a 50% loss in profitability. Well, for more on applying, look for the link to that story on our website, yourerie.com. Well, West County firefighters working into the early morning hours after being tapped out to a house fire. This was around 12:45 this morning. Calls came in for this fire in the 8,000 block of Lexington Road in Girard. Once they got on the scene, the crews found flames coming from the roof of the home. Everyone inside able to get out okay. Firefighters from several departments were called in to help knock down that fire. Well, mistakes in computer coding will cost the Girard School District a little more than $250,000. A routine 5-year audit from the state showing mistakes in how out-of-district students are entered into the district's accounting programs. Some other mistakes were found in how bused students are counted. The superintendent, Donna Miller, says changes have already been made to cross-train employees to prevent such overpayments in the future. Now, as for paying the state back, Superintendent Miller told Jet 24 that we are working with the Department of Education to put a repayment plan into place, end quote. Well, Jet 24, Action News is your local election headquarters. Erie School Board President Dr. Tyler Titus announcing a bid for Erie County Executive later this afternoon. Now, Titus is known as the first openly transgender person to be elected to public office in the state of Pennsylvania. Since joining the school board in 2018, they have advocated for change and inclusion. Well, today at 1:30, Titus will host a virtual event via Zoom to announce the candidacy for county executive. This, as current county executive Kathy Dahlkemper plans to step down at the end of her term. If you'd like some more info on how to tune in, just head to our website, yourerie.com. Well, voters throughout the county can rest assured that their vote does count. That was the takeaway following a risk-limiting audit conducted by the county and a team of officials from the Department of State. The process is designed to help voters regain trust in election results. The audit tested the accuracy of the ballots cast in last year's presidential election. Now, that showed that election results were 99% accurate in Erie County.
They use as I mentioned, they used a statistical formula to determine a certain number of ballots. For Erie County, it was 1,000 ballots.
For all the latest election news anytime, just turn to your local election headquarters at yourerie.com. Well, this week in Erie, we are talking about how to ease back into returning to normal life after this year of COVID isolation. Life coach Heidi Parkerner sharing her tips on how to get out of the sweatpants and venture out again, of course, still maintaining current COVID protocol. What are your hopes for the new year, and how do we navigate this new normal? That's all in This Week in Erie, only on yourerie.com. Well, coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, look at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. Yes, a very busy place today. Those hearings expected to begin this afternoon. That's coming up after Tom's forecast. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Dave. Our weather similar to Washington as far as the sky conditions go. May have a little snow in the forecast for tonight. More details after the break.
From your news leader, you're watching David Belmondo and meteorologist Tom DeVecchio. This is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
Closed captioning brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care.
Buy more, save more. During the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. With the best selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. Check out doorbusters while they last. Or get free gifts with qualifying purchase. Plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. But don't wait. The fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Here's big news from your local Honda dealers. 0% financing for the first time ever. There's already a million reasons to shop Honda. 0% financing makes your Honda experience even better. Get 0% financing now on your favorite Honda models, like the Honda CR-V, HR-V, Ridgeline, Pilot, and the new Passport. 0% financing. It's a first, so don't wait a second longer. Hurry in to your local Honda dealer.
You've seen the Seifert's furniture truck from Mill Creek and Fairview to Edinburgh and Meadville. That's because your neighbors took the beautiful drive to Seifert's Furniture to save hundreds on quality, customizable furniture for their home. Our prices will surprise you. That similar furniture at other stores in price, and at Seifert's, our prices are the best year-round.
Make the right choice. Seifert's Furniture in Northeast
24. Here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Had some snow showers move into the region from last night. So we got a little more than anticipated. French Creek, about 3 inches of snow. Downtown, roughly 1/2 to 1 inch, enough to make the early morning commutes a little dicey, but things have improved. The skies, we had some sun earlier. Clouds have come back in here for now, and we have a lot of ice on the bay right now. And the lake is starting to get some ice as well. This is our U.S. netting weather cam. Looking northwest, just to the west of State Street, and the weather looking pretty tranquil as we head on into the afternoon. No snow showing up on our storm tracker, and we'll make it a few flurries later on in the afternoon, along with some pretty cold temperatures. We'll stay below normal with mainly lower, perhaps mid-20s. Now, a weather system is going to slide to our south for tonight, and it will give us a little bit of light snow. Accumulations, though, generally less than an inch. Most of it will be before midnight. And we'll keep it tranquil and, for the most part, dry as we head toward Thursday and into Friday. Check out our Weather Watcher temperatures. Just getting above 20 degrees here for some of us. Niagara Pier, Dr. Tom has 20. Joe, 23 in Northeast. Same for Penn State, Marion. Union City still at 19. Liz is 21. And Corey, Becky, again, about 3 inches of snow earlier, and 20. The Borough right now at 20 degrees. McCain, Keith has 22. And out toward East Springfield, we have 20 degrees out there, Bob, with that temperature. And farther inland, we have 21 over in Canada Lake. Patty out in Meadville at 26. Pittsfield and Saybrook both at 27 degrees for this morning. So high pressure is pretty much keeping the main bands of snow to our south. And you can see here, staying mainly south of I-80. And the high is bringing in some drier northeasterly winds. And that's why I don't think we'll see much in the way of snowfall for the balance of the afternoon. Now this front right here, this one's going to be a nasty weather maker tonight and tomorrow for like West Virginia, Kentucky, Virginia itself. Numerous warnings, even some ice storm warnings possible here. Not the best of times to be down there, but all that will stay well to our south. Futurecast not bullish at all on precip, even for tonight. It does come close to us toward midnight, so we'll allow for maybe up to an inch, mainly in that Meadville to Warren corridor. Here in Erie, maybe an inch, but probably lesser than that, and most of that should be gone by midnight. After that, pretty tranquil. Not much here, as you can see. May even get some peaks of sunshine for tomorrow, and even into tomorrow night. Again, not a whole lot going on, as storm systems pretty much stay to our south, even into Friday. Cold east to northeast winds. They'll go southeast Friday afternoon, and that will eventually lead to some precipitation as we head toward the upcoming weekend. So your forecast for today here along the lakeshore this afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy, may get some flurries at times, no additional accumulations. Temperatures in the lower to mid 20s. Farther inland, pretty much the same forecast, some peaks of sun and then cloudy later on the afternoon. Maybe a few snow showers and highs in the lower to mid 20s as well. Chautauqua-Allegheny area, mid 20s, mix of clouds and some sunshine. And then light snow mainly in the evening, maybe a half-inch in Erie, best guess here. Meadville, Warren could get an inch, most of it before midnight. Temperatures into the low teens in the mountains, close to 20 here along the lake shore. For tomorrow, tranquil, mostly cloudy, highs again in the lower to mid-20s. And from your weather authority, as we head toward Friday, a chance of a few flurries, mid-20s once again. Light snow on Saturday. Now, the first front will go through Saturday night, probably setting off some snow showers that will continue into the early morning hours on Sunday. And then Monday's a break. Big storm coming Tuesday. We'll have to see how the track of that storm goes. Could give us some good snow, but it's too early to tell just yet. Get updates of that forecast anytime. Head to our website. Check out our webcam shots at yourerie.com.
Thank you, Tom. Coming up, we'll tell you about two refuse workers who may have saved the life of a little girl. But first, yes, they're preparing for another day of impeachment trials in the nation's capital. There's where it's all happening. It's going to happen real soon. Find out more when we come back.
We went to neighbors, and they all recommended Window World for the value, the guarantee, and the personal service. They did an awesome job. They cleaned up after themselves. They were really respectful. I would definitely buy Window World windows again, and I'd recommend it to my neighbors.
How long is the warranty on your car? 5, 10 years? At New Motors, you're covered forever. We're proud to announce that we are now officially Erie's only Warranty Forever dealership. Warranty Forever means every new Volkswagen purchased from New Motors is backed by a lifetime powertrain warranty with a $0 deductible. Your new VW, your warranty forever. Now that's peace of mind the new way at New Motors Volkswagen.
Online or in store, that's the new way.
Quinn and Scott Funeral Homes have joined our Burton family of cremation and funeral services. Peter Burton, Karen Burton-Horstman, Bill Leiden of Quinn, Jim Scott, and our knowledgeable staff are here to care for you and your loved one and help honor them in a way that is as unique as they were. We welcome people of all callings, faith, and financial circumstances. For generations, Burton, Quinn, and Scott have provided respectful and heartfelt funeral care. Look for us online or call today.
Finance or lease your new Subaru the new way at New Motors. Find 0% financing available for up to 63 months on select new 2021 Subaru models like the Outback and Legacy. Or lease your new Forester from just $239 a month. Only $239 a month. Finance or lease the new way at New Motors Subaru, your dealer for Warranty Forever, Erie's best warranty.
Online, in store, or both. Your deal, your way, that's the new way.
Window World is hiring skilled professionals to join our growing installation team. As America's largest exterior remodeler, we offer reliable work all year long. Contact us today to apply. Window World, improving homes, changing lives.
Let's take a look now at this afternoon's market numbers, and right now the markets are down. The Dow was down 26 points. The NASDAQ in the red this hour, down 77 points. And the S&P 500 in negative territory, down 11 points. Well, we're learning more about the 3 people stranded on a remote island in the Caribbean for 35 days with no food or water. ABC's Andrea Fauci explains how they were found.
This morning, 3 Cuban nationals are recovering after being stranded on a remote, deserted island for 5 weeks.
These people were very blessed. They're uninhabited, but yeah, they are out in the middle of nowhere.
Video shows how initially food, water, and a radio were dropped down to them on Monday after a routine patrol spotted large flags and a cross made out of sticks and fabric pinpointing the trio's position. The married couple and another man were found on Anguilla Key, a small island between Key West and the Bahamas. The rescue crew then returned a day later in better weather to fly them to Key West.
We actually discovered them waving next to their a temporary shelter that they had built for themselves.
Coast Guard Lieutenant Mike Allert was on the aircraft that made the rescue. Pictures show the shelter the three had made. With little food and water, they reportedly survived off rats and conch shells.
What's very common in the Bahamas are conch shells, which have mussel inside them. And it seemed that at least around the area where they were living, there were a lot of those.
They were dehydrated and tired, but not seriously hurt. With no signs of a raft, it's unknown how they got to the island or whether they were trying to flee Cuba. Only speaking Spanish, the rescue crew was not able to easily communicate with them, but their relief needed no translation.
Being out in those harsh elements for a long period of time, that emotion is still definitely conveyed through a smile, and just they were very happy to see us.
The three were taken to a hospital in Key West. No word yet if they'll go back to Cuba or can stay in the U.S. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
We'll do another scary story with a good ending. 2 sanitation workers in Louisiana noticed a car in a field that looked like one connected to the weekend kidnapping of a 10-year-old girl. Deion Merrick and Brandon Antine noticed the car from an Amber Alert, but they didn't just call police. They blocked that car with their garbage truck. It wasn't going anywhere. Police say the girl was found. The suspect has been arrested. Merrick, who has a daughter of his own, got choked up when responding officers commended him and the other men for their actions. Well, the NTSB has announced its findings in the more than year-long investigation into the helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 other people. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez reports on why the investigators say the pilot's poor decision-making was a major factor.
After more than a year of questions about what caused the helicopter crash that killed NBA icon Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and 7 others, the NTSB revealing its answers, explaining the pilot violated federal safety standards and didn't follow his training.
An accident is something that is unforeseen, unpredictable, if you will. Unfortunately, this wasn't.
The federal investigation finding that as the helicopter climbed into the thick fog, pilot Ara Zabayan could no longer see where he was going and became spatially disoriented, telling air traffic controllers he was gaining altitude to fly above the clouds when in fact he was banking left and descending before crashing into a Southern California hillside.
The pilot communicated with air traffic control on numerous occasions but did not declare an emergency.
In the final seconds, the rapid descent, the pilot doesn't really know which way is up.
Investigators also point out that as weather conditions and visibility worsened, Zabayan could have made an emergency landing at a nearby airport, but instead possibly felt what they describe as a self-induced pressure to keep flying, as to not disappoint his high-profile client. They also say he didn't file a backup plan before departing, which could have been a factor in the decision to continue in dangerous conditions. After hearing the NTSB's findings, some lawmakers are again calling for new safety regulations requiring that all helicopters be equipped with flight recorders and systems that would warn pilots if they're in danger of crashing. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Coming up on Jet 24, Action News at noon, we will introduce you to today's jet pet. Meet Puma Thurman. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it when we come back.
After my car wreck, I called Grant Travis and he got me $400,000. Grant Travis wins.
If we don't win your case, you don't pay us anything. And we like to win.
Grant Travis wins. Call 277-2000.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. So we ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today and you could save hundreds on auto insurance. That could make a real difference to your budget. Imagine what you could do with the savings. Call now for your free auto insurance quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-206-6809 for your free auto insurance quote today. AAA Insurance, helping you save more.
Don't let winter driving worry you. Humes will have just the right four-wheel drive to fit your budget. Only 9 miles south, Mill Creek Mall on Peachtree in Waterford.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance, we accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
All right, time for some introductions. Time to meet today's jet pet, Puma Thurman. There she is. This cute lady's just under a year. She came to Orphan Angels with her family of her 2 sisters and her mom. She does great around other cats and kids, but has not been tested yet around dogs. She's nervous at first with new people, but warms up quickly. She loves catnip and loves treats. You can come meet Puma and fall in love. Yeah, you can meet Puma at Orphan Angels Cat and Kitten Speed Dating event. That's happening on Saturday, February 13th from 4 p.m. till 5 p.m. You can get your applications in to RSVP at orphanangels.org. Well, the right place, right time. A woman in Indiana grabbed her phone and started taking video when a herd of cows escaped from their home and started running down this busy highway. It took cops and volunteer firefighters and the cows' owners working together to round them all up and bring them home. Neither cow nor human were hurt in that incident. Quite the sight, though. A New Jersey man credits his dog Sadie with saving his life. He had just adopted her from a local shelter back in October, but when 59-year-old Brian Myers had a stroke last month, Sadie knew that he was suffering. He says the dog helped him to get out of the area next to his bed where he had been trapped. He was then able to scoot down a set of stairs on his butt. That's where a family member was who called for help. Myers was recently reunited with his pup and says he can't wait to go home with Sadie and lay on the couch and watch TV and probably give some belly rubs too. Tom with one final look at the forecast when we come back.
I'm Cindy Berger. I understand how difficult living with a disability can be. Many of my clients have worked and supported their families their whole lives, but now find themselves unable to work, worried about medical costs, and unable to pay their bills. It's our job to go after the money, medical care, and benefits you deserve. We can help you apply for benefits or file an appeal if you've been denied.
Trust the name you know. Berger and Green, the disability lawyers. 1-800-999-2626.
I'm Norm.
I'm Saz.
And we live in Columbia, Missouri. We do consulting, but we also write.
We take care of ourselves constantly. It's important. We walk 3 to 5 times a week, a couple miles at a time.
We've both been taking Prevagen for a little more than 11 years now. After about 30 days of taking it, we noticed clarity that we didn't notice before.
It's still helping me. I still notice a difference.
Prevagen, healthier brain.
Looking for smoother, richer, and longer-lasting carpet? Innovia Carpet features a breakthrough technology called Innotex, a built-in stain protection that won't wash or wear off, no matter how much the carpet is walked on. No chemicals, no treatments, no worries. Plus, Innovia Carpet is engineered with superfine fibers, which means a brand new level of luxurious softness. Go to yourerie.com and click on Ask the Professionals to find out more.
You owe $3,950.
No, I don't.
The virus held up her security deposit.
I missed the walkthrough because I had COVID symptoms.
Your Honor, he didn't even let us know.
It's irrelevant to this case that you had COVID.
Now a landlord holds nothing back.
You want me to go to a walkthrough and infect somebody with COVID?
Send your mother, send your father, send a friend. You're full of baloney.
Judge Judy.
Today at 4 on Jet 24.
I want to tell you about a Tampa Bay fan who attended the Super Bowl in person and has now tracked down the actual person featured on the cutout he was sitting next to. L.J. Gavoni tweeted photos of himself with the cutout and eventually found Clayton Whipple. Gavoni offered Whipple and his family a free trip to visit the brewery that he partially owns in Tampa, and even offered to show Whipple where they were both sitting for the big game. Whipple, who's a Chief fan, says the offer lessens the sting of losing. There you go. What are the chances of finding that?
Yeah, very cool indeed. Hey, we're looking at some variably cloudy skies, a little sun through the clouds at times, maybe some light snow late in the day. Snow showers for tonight, 1/2, maybe an inch by midnight. Then we'll keep it pretty tranquil Thursday into Friday with snow showers returning and cold for the weekend.
All right, thank you, Tom. That's all the time we have for Jet 24 Action News at noon. If you missed any of our top stories, you can see them anytime online at yourerie.com. Tune in tonight at 5 o'clock. Don't forget that special report coming up.
Take care.